As Zambia continues to deal with the impact of one of the worst droughts in its history, education stakeholders are urging President Hakainde Hichilema to take decisive action to safeguard the future of learners across the country. Dr. Aaron Chansa, the executive director of NECES, has commended the government's efforts in rolling out a school feeding program in drought-affected areas, ensuring children can continue their education despite the ongoing crisis. However, Dr. Chansa expressed concern that many students are still being forced to sit on the floor while learning, a condition that the president had promised would be eradicated by the end of 2023. Let's hear from Dr. Chansa.
To be addressing the nation through Parliament, and as he addresses the nation, we want to advise that he addresses critical issues that are in the education sector. One of them is the upgrading of salaries for our teachers. This is one issue which the president has been talking about, but 3 months before the end of the year, the Teaching Service Commission, the Ministry of Education, have not acted on the word of the president. So teachers would want to hear something about that. We also want the president to discuss and assure the nation about solar panels in our schools. We have every confidence that government has the capacity to make sure that this government addresses the issue of energy in schools amidst this national energy crisis.
Meanwhile, the National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia, NAPEZ, is pushing for immediate measures to mitigate the ongoing energy crisis affecting schools. NAPEZ Executive President Victor Muyamba has called on President Hichilema to instruct the Ministry of Education to ensure that every school is equipped with solar power within the next 2 weeks. He emphasized the importance of this initiative, especially as schools are in a crucial period of the academic calendar.
Is one, the issue of energy crisis. Our schools are running right now and are heavily dependent on hydro, even where pumping of water is concerned. And in the absence of hydro as it is now, or some places, some areas, go days without power. It means difficulties in the children accessing water. And this particular challenge has to be ameliorated. Apart from this, we are talking about a number of subjects that heavily depend on electricity. Talk about computer studies, talk about home economics, talk about woodwork and metalwork. These depend on power. And this is an examination term that a number of practicals are done. Practicals not simply for the sake of learning, but practicals that, add up to what comes out of the results at the end of the time. So we expect the president to make a drastic decision, directing Ministry of Education and the partners, in this case, or sister ministries such as local government, Ministry of Finance, to ensure that each and every school in the next 2 weeks has got solar, and that everything else is running smoothly.
Both NECES and NAPEZ are calling for decisive leadership from the president as he addresses the nation tomorrow, urging him to ensure that education remains a top priority in the New Dawn administration. I am Kotendi Moya. Revelation News.